rolling.
Make sure the mic's both working.
Yeah, checked already. Yeah. You stupid motherfucker.
Shut up.
Huh?
Freak.
You fucking little bitch. Motherfucker, sucker, fucker, motherfucker. Fucker,
Finlay,
fucker.
stop.
It's the way you're pointing at the camera, you got a little smirk on.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Pratley Pairs podcast. We are the Pratley Pair, and this is 2 peas in a pod. I'm Finlay.
I'm Oscar, and this is episode 10, baby.
Oh, next week, what are we going to do with our fingers and
Double
hands?
digits.
What are we going to do with our hands next week?
I'll do 10, you do 1.
Yeah, first.
Then we go all the way
What
to
happens when
20?
we get over 20?
Then I go. So, welcome back, gang. So sorry we missed last week. I was very out of action.
God, was he?
And that doesn't mean I was hungover. I was very ill.
Hungover for a week, guys. That's crazy.
Well,
Big
no,
sesh.
I was completely out of it. Yeah, I haven't been that ill in a while, so that was rough. So that's how my week's been. I've just basically been bedbound. But I'm on the come through of it now. I'm on the what's it called? I'm
on the mend. On the mend.
On the mend.
Yeah.
I've still got a bit of a chesty cough, but yeah, there's been something going around because there's a few guys that pulled out rugby last Saturday as well from it. Yeah.
Damn.
So it kind of makes sense. It has been going around, and like our coach was like, "Yeah, I've just come back from it." So yeah, it's a bit rough. But yeah, me and my girlfriend had it.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I shaved by accident.
Oh. Yeah, it's rough.
So what I planned to do was just normally I'll shape my facial hair and let my barber trim it down. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna trim it down myself for once. I then put the head on wrong. Just shaved. I had a massive line of just nothing. So I was like, well, I have to take everything off now.
Oh.
Another thing is, I'm not against being.
What you should have done is started on the neck.
Yeah, you're
Now
so
you know.
right. Yeah, you're so right.
Because you shave obviously that like bottom of the neck off. Oh no, what a shame. You're gonna do that anyway.
No, actually no. I'd shaved these all down and I'd shaped it already.
Well, now you know it's good to like shape it as well, almost. With the razor rather than with the razor rather than the blade, because it's really short, and I'm presuming that was the razor, not the blade.
Well, no, it's got 2 heads to it. It's got a normal shaving thing, and it has like the head which gets rid of the fine.
That's what I'm saying. So at least like you know that works.
Yeah, just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But I've had some compliments. Some people say they prefer it with facial hair without.
People have been saying they can tell us apart better now.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm just not keeping it though, am I?
No.
But the thing is, I'm not against it. I've had quite a few people say it's nice, so maybe I'll swap and. If I suddenly run off, by the way, guys, it's because I'm getting a suitcase.
He is getting parcels delivered today.
Yeah, because I'm going
to Miami.
I think I mentioned it last episode, but it's getting closer now. I'm going for
boy.
2 weeks. What's weird, right, is when you go on holiday with people, I was saying this to you the other day, when you go on holiday with people, you get like, you talk to everyone, like the people who are going. Like, we went on a family holiday last year. All the family like messaging away, like week building up, like, oh, I'm so excited, like, can't wait to go away. And it's like, I've got no one really to talk to about this.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm meeting my girlfriend out there so I can talk to her, but I'm kind of on my own about it. And it's like, I'm going to America, I'm going to Miami. Like, it's a sick holiday.
Yeah, like, you always have people to chat to. And
We went to New York when we were younger, and there was like 30 of us that went, and it was like,
oh god, and there was like months of build up for that as well. Like, we used to have like little briefings when we was at college about it. I remember like our friends, like parents, would be telling us what to do, where to go.
So I was like,
you need
huge.
to find a little like obviously like the corner like shop things where they called like, what do they sell on the corners, like hot dogs and pizzas and stuff.
Yeah, like
try
stands.
that, like a £1 pizza, that kind of thing.
$1.
$1 pizza or slab of pizza, whatever you call.
So yeah, it's kind of like, but it's like I haven't really got that this time, not as much.
Yeah.
I do get moments of it and stuff, but it's like when I'm talking to her, but it's like,
same.
yeah, like, I'm going to work. I'm at work. I'm like, oh guys, I'm going to Miami in a few weeks, and they're like, oh cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel you.
I get it, because they're not going. They're just jealous of me.
Still sick there. How long's the flight?
The flight's 10 hours.
But you got a TV, haven't you?
I
You got a
go
little
back
TV
in
screen.
time, so it's a 10-hour flight, but then it's 5 hours behind, so I'm actually technically travelling for 5 hours. But obviously I am actually flying for 10.
Back to the Future, mate.
Um,
That's what you're doing.
I am.
You are. So I'm back in time to the future.
Yeah.
What?
Damn, son.
Nice, man.
But yeah, 10-hour flight. They have TVs on the flights, as you're saying. So yeah, I'm flying for a place called Finnair. Obviously, my name's
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never heard of Finnair before.
It's a Finnish, and everyone's saying it's really nice airplanes.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I go with the old like Virgin Atlantic or British Airways.
Yeah.
They're like the go-tos. They're like the most
sure.
popular ones, especially for going overseas. But everyone's been saying like these ones are really nice airplanes.
Nice, man.
So it's gonna be. Yeah,
I'm jealous. I'm jealous you're going to
movies
America.
on the plane. That's what
You're
I
going to go to like Target and stuff.
Yeah, on my first day. So I get there a day before I get on. So I'm joining her on a boat. I get on the day before, So I'm gonna have like a whole like evening / like night to myself. I've got like 5 until whenever I want to go to bed, and I'm just, I can just go around and just.
How long are you going for again? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Whole 2 weeks you'll be there.
Yeah.
Man, that's gonna be lit. I'm jealous, but then it's also one of those where it's like, I don't mind talking to you about it, but like, I'm not gonna ask loads of questions about it because it doesn't really like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, and that's what I'm saying with everyone.
That's what I get where everyone's coming from.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gassed for you because like I'm jealous as hell. Like if I was going, it'd be the only thing I'd be talking about, and thinking about.
Yeah.
Like that's lit.
At the moment, it is like, especially now as it gets closer.
Especially going to Miami, mate. You can tick that off. You've been.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How cool is that?
Miami, Florida. Especially it's getting closer and closer. So for me, it's become more of like a, oh yeah, I'm actually going. Like bits and bobs like my thing. My
Mate, it's gonna be
suitcase
so
right
weird. Like
today.
you're gonna go through the whole of the airport thing on our side, like going through check-in, security, bag drop-off, whatever, and then on their side, like getting out, picking up your bag, doing the whole thing out their end as well.
That's good.
Like you're doing that all on your own, like
and
completely on
as
your
well.
own.
Yeah.
We've only ever done that with like groups of people.
Yeah, like family or friends or whoever we go away with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to get Esther as well, which isn't too spenny. But it expires. I didn't realise you had to get a visa. You had to get a visa to go to America.
Yeah.
You can't just go on holiday to America. You have to like
have a holiday visa.
Yeah, which is I had no idea. So I paid for this at Esther, which is
nice,
which
man.
gives me permission to go through the borders. Obviously, they say someone on border control can still stop you. Blah blah blah. But it's just normal stuff.
Fair enough.
So yeah, man, that's in a few weeks' time.
Fair. But yeah, how was your week? Sorry, didn't
Week's
ask.
been good. Oh, that was me. I jumped straight in. I was all business.
No, mate. Fair enough. You gassed,
business.
as you should be.
Week's been good.
Yeah.
Work's been really busy this week.
Yeah, we've got a few holidays being used up as well at the moment.
We've got some functions coming up in the next couple of weeks as well. We've got some big companies coming in. We've got Taco Bell coming in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We've got Amazon coming in.
And Amazon, yeah. We normally have Amazon though.
Amazon's always around. But the thing is, we normally have
But
Amazon.
not this big.
We normally have Amazon workers who stay in our hotel, but we don't always get like Amazon like press conferences, but conferences.
Well, we had the guy who owned the Ritz.
Yeah, stay in our hotel.
Yesterday and today, I think.
He's here for a few days.
We also had we made it so cash, like we didn't make a single thing about it at all. We had GK Barry come in the other day.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
We served her.
The thing is, you said to me when she comes in, and I don't.
I was like,
really
it's GK
know,
Barry.
I don't really know who GK Barry is.
So
like, I know who she is. I'm aware she's affiliated with all the people we watch, and I've watched her on a celeb, and she does podcasts and stuff.
I about to say,
but I haven't watched loads and loads of her content, which I think helps because before when like other people have come in that I'm like fans of, I get a little bit nervous.
I mainly knew of her because she did a thing called Inside, which is not Inside. That's what the Sidemen do. Locked In, which is, you know what the Sidemen do inside, but it's the Foot Asylum version of it. So it's before, the original. And like you've got people like Danny Aarons and stuff that go on it as well. And she was on a season, and I used to watch. I think that's the only season I watched like nearly every single episode, because then I kind of just like got a bit bored of it. But I watched that, and then then she did I'm a Celeb, and then the Fellas Studios took over her podcast. So her podcast obviously now is like generating more and more stuff as well. It's doing really well. So that's just like kept her in, like, that's why I've been like watching bits and bobs to do with her. But yeah, man, she's killing it, like doing her thing.
She came in, you're like, oh my god, it's GK Barry.
I was like, oh, I finished GK. I didn't go, oh my god, GK Barry. I was like, oh, I finished GK Barry. He was like, what? Oh, yeah. And then yeah.
So I took the orders.
She made her a Bloody Mary.
She bloody loved it. She came back for a second.
She did. What can I say?
She's like, fine, I'll have one more.
What can I say except you're welcome.
Other than that, the week's been good. As I said, busy.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really that I need to report.
Report to the gang.
Marvel Rivals, I'm still really down bad. Really enjoying it.
Oh yeah, but you've hit a bit of a down.
I have. So I was mid diamond, right? So the ranks go 3, 2, 1. So 3's the lowest, 2's middle, 1's the highest. I've done bronze 3, 2, 1.
Like third, second,
silver
first.
3, 2, 1. Gold 3, 2, 1. Platinum 3, 2, 1. Diamond 3, 2. I was like, I could get to Grandmaster here. I was like, if I genuinely put in some momentum into this, get a good little squad, I could get to Grandmaster quite easily, I reckon. No. Oh, mate, I've had the tumble of my life. I've lost like 8 games in a row.
But we went from platinum to diamond together, like pretty much together. And then you just made the decision to go off on your own.
No, I always play on my own. Normally I'm just up and down in the same spot.
Yeah, wow.
And I just had a really bad day.
Mate.
A really bad day, so I'm now.
But who's still there? Me. And then you taking the tumble, mate.
Yeah, man, it sucks. It's rough.
It is rough,
but it's fine.
It's alright. It is what it is.
The game be the game.
The game be the game, boy. Fair, man.
So I just know I've got to like grind to get all the way back up there again.
But that's okay. Because that's part of the fun. But yeah. So, we've got our family holiday coming up.
Yeah, I don't know the dates or the location of this. It's
May,
really
and I
bad.
can't remember where we're going. But we're not doing like a big abroad one this year. We're doing just like a bit of a chilled England one this year. Because we thought, let's mix it up. Let's do like maybe one on, one off every year. And also, to be honest, we just don't trust our older brother to get a passport.
No, mate, he hasn't got a passport.
Like he was supposed to come last year. Oh, well, let's out him.
Yeah,
Let's
tell
get
him. Tell him
So
again.
we obviously went to Spain last year, and Callum was supposed to come. However, he just didn't get his passport sorted. He kept being like, "Oh, it's on its way. It's coming. It's coming." Apparently, it was on its way for like 6, 7, 8 months. So I think he never actually ordered it. And I basically just think that he was just pushing it back, and then he just obviously eventually cancelled. You snake, mate. You snake. Just ask. We'll sort it out for you, big boy. Bit of matter now. Now we're going to somewhere in England. Can't remember exactly where. And then next year we will be going, hopefully, ideally, abroad again. Just one on, one off. And also it's a bit cheaper. I say that.
Yeah.
England's not exactly cheap to go on little holidays.
But
Because also,
it'll be good.
only because our mum and sister are both teachers, so we have to go in like half terms, which is obviously when prices skyrocket everywhere.
That's a killer.
But like, it is what it is. Like, obviously we'll work around them. But yeah, just something that's like, fine.
Talking of holidays, one of our dream holidays. Ooh. Go on, carry on. Japan.
Oh, bless me.
We're big fans of just Japan and its culture, and we've always wanted to kind of visit there.
Yeah, it's like a bucket list.
Yeah, it's also like we grew up watching like certain TV shows, like any sort of anime. I like anime stuff. Also, like I like Pokemon as well, especially.
So I
we're
keep
like,
talking, I just need to blow my nose.
no worries. So we're like, oh yeah, that's a big. It's definitely one we want to tick off. So we've got the plan. Hopefully next year, we are going to potentially. So I've been speaking to my partner about this anyways, because me and her have like a bucket list of places we want to go to, and Japan was on there. So we're going to go regardless. And yeah, man. So next year I think might be a little Japan trip, which is quite exciting. Again, I just don't know how hard it's going to be to get there. Or like, I think there's like some sort of, again, it's like America has visas. I think there must be something to do with Japan, because I know they're very tight about who they like let into their country and stuff. I'm going to sneeze.
What was this for?
Japan. I was just saying, there must be some sort of like license or something. Like America has a visa. There must be something similar to that for Japan. I reckon it's got to be.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. To be fair, like a lot of people always say they want to go to Japan, but no one ever does.
Yeah.
So there might be something. Some like little.
But yeah,
hidden.
no, I was just saying, that's like a place we definitely want to. So
Yeah, 100%. Ideally, want to go there like late next year or just next year or some
that
point.
flight is going to be.
That'll be a killer.
Oof.
Cool. Right. Should we talk about Man U at the moment?
Cool.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we have
gosh.
to.
What's going on with the boys? It's rough. I think obviously we started the season with too many wingers. No, we've not enough. Then we've got too many, and now we've not got enough again. Because at the start of the season we had like Anthony, we had Sancho, Rashford, Garnacho, Ahmad, and we had someone else. I feel like I'm missing someone else. And Bruno can play there if we need him to. And then now we've got like 2. Ahmad, who's now injured, and Garnacho.
Yep.
So we're playing like... And then we had at one point, we had Xerxes and Højlund, and neither of them were starting. So it's like... And now we're playing like false nines or like wingers in 9 positions. And it was just like, oh, mate, our team needs to find an identity soon.
No, I trust Amarim, but bro, he's taking a long time to figure this stuff out.
Well, it's because... No, what it is, they brought him in halfway through a season and said, you have to come now. So it meant they had to pay Ten Hag loads of money to get him off the books and his team. And then they haven't given him any resources because they've spent it all sacking the last guy. And then also sacking the guy, was it Dan Ashworth, who we spent lots of money to get out of his contract. He then had to go on gardening leave. We then hired him and then we had to sack him for a lot of money anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Like, the business at Man U is terrible right now. The business side of things. That's what's crippling the club. Is like the Glazers, and actually Ineos just aren't helping either. And they're also like, they're doing all these cuts, like cutting loads of costs. They're just getting people out of jobs. It's like, well, if you were just smart with your money at the start of the season, didn't have to spend, I think, 12.8 million to sack Ten Hag because they're just giving him a new contract, then we would have been fine. But
okay, another hard thing as well is the team adjusting to this new like, system of football.
Yeah.
So we're now playing 3, technically 5 at the back.
Yeah.
And it's like having 3 centre backs there works really well for some centre backs. Like Maguire, we've seen flourishing, doing a bit better.
Yeah, 100%.
But there's other centre backs.
Yeah, it's
who I
perfect
think,
for him.
Like Martinez, I think was struggling a little bit with it in terms of like positionally and like.
Well, yeah, it's because you're bringing centre backs in, but then they're playing as like a left wide centre back,
Yeah.
right wide
But it was,
centre back.
to me, it was just like these guys are really struggling with this. And our wing backs, I felt like they were doing really well. But we were figuring out where we put actual wingers there. So we went through a phase of putting Garnacho and Ahmad there, and then we started putting Mazraoui there, and then we put Dallo there, and it's like.
But then again,
yeah,
it's
so
like
I don't know. It's just it's taken a long time for us to adapt. And I was like, oh, we finally found our team. And then we start swapping around the forwards and
Yeah,
who's
it's
up front
tough.
and who's in the central mid position. It's just it's taking a long time to figure it out, and it's just
the only players
really
that have
frustrating.
really flourished under it for me is Ahmad, and then Bruno's just adapted and still been at his like consistent good rate. Like those, and then Ahmad's now injured anyway. He's gone until probably the end of the season, and Bruno isn't playing forward. His best position, because for the team, is for him playing deep, which then takes him out of the final third, which is a waste.
And also a Nana, mate. Oh my god.
Yeah, mate,
He's
I
the
don't
most
know.
inconsistent keeper we've ever had. Like Man U's always, we're very lucky. We've been very well known for how good our keepers are and for having very strong goalkeepers. So don't get me wrong, it's hard for him to compare to like the people of the past, but he just does make stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
He has these great moments where
Yeah.
he'll save a penalty in extra time and then we'll draw in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Or then there's moments where they just flick it over him, and he could easily react to stop it, and he just.
Or he'll like palm it back into the danger zone instead of just palming it out. He'll be like, "No, let me punch it back in," and then it goes to a player and just taps it.
It just does my head in. Like he's just so inconsistent.
hates to catch a ball. That's what
And
he
it's the
does.
fact we got rid of De Gea after a Golden Glove winning season. We just decided just to let him go on a free transfer.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of speaks volumes though, because no one picked De Gea up. Like I love De Gea, like
I don't know,
I think
man.
he's a club legend,
Yeah.
but no one picked him up after he left.
Well,
For a whole season.
But he did get offers. He said he just didn't want to play unless it was for like.
No, it wasn't. He didn't get enough money. He didn't like. He wasn't the right choice. Like I don't think he got any offers because now he's at what Florent.
You're telling me
Fiorentina?
a goalkeeper played for Manchester United wouldn't have got offered like options. Maybe not.
Not
top flight
realistic
football.
offers.
Yeah, maybe not top flight football, but he would have definitely got options.
Oh well, flipping heck, mate. Like anyone could play and get offers.
No, but I mean,
That's like
as
a
in,
decent level.
But I know he did get offers. He was just saying he was like, oh, it's just hard to find a club that I felt was true to my heart, like I did at Man United. He wanted to play at a club that he was actually passionate about.
Yeah,
He didn't want to just play for a team.
Yeah, it's tough.
But
I get it.
He's end of his contract this season.
Is he?
Yeah.
Florent, De Gea.
Yeah.
All right.
Get him back.
It's in the rumours that Paul Pogba might come back.
Oh, mate. They offered him a 6-month like trial
Who?
contract to Paul Pogba.
Who?
Amorim.
No, who did?
Amorim was
Amorim
happy to offer him a 6-month. I don't know if they actually put it on paper,
I don't
but he
think so.
said in an interview, he's like, yeah, I'm happy to give him 6 months and see if he can adapt. But he's the exact problem we have with footballers, like we had with Garnacho and Rashford. They're very much, they care about themselves and their image of what they are with football and like this advertisement and this kind of selling point of them that they don't focus that much on the football. Like Rashford, he had obviously this controversy in the past of like when he was helping loads of different situations. He got he got what was it, honoured by Parliament for his work.
Yeah.
But it's like I understand that he did that and why he did that. But then people are like, oh, he's just doing it for the advertisement. He's not focusing on the football. Whereas Amorim's coming in and has been like strips away everyone's identity. You are football players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think Garnacho especially had really hard. Like he found that really hard at first.
Yeah, of course.
And I think Pogba is the exact type of player we are trying to get rid of right now. Also, he hasn't played football in 18 months. He's what 30.
It's difficult because for
something.
me, as a footballer, obviously you are set up for life anyway, but you also want to set up even more of your life when you're still a footballer because a footballer's career is very short.
Yeah.
You want to build your brand. Do you know what I mean? And to then have that stripped away from you is tough because I feel like they should want to build their personal brand.
Yeah.
Like Cristiano Ronaldo, perfect example, David Beckham. Like, they have become household names. Obviously, they're very good at football and what they did was incredible, but also because they built themselves outside
But
of football.
that was the thing, is they didn't let their personal, like what they wanted to become, affect their football. It never did. Like Beckham was still incredible at football. Ronaldo is arguably one of the best footballers ever.
Yeah.
So it helps with the advertisement, the fact they're very
Arguably,
good.
he is.
Yeah. But it's like with Pogba or with Rashford especially, he dropped off. So the fact he still care about his image outside of the football, and yet he's dropping off as a footballer. It's like, well, it's like he's running himself into the ground. Maybe take a break from that and focus on this. But like, I don't feel like he wasn't doing that.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, we just don't know, do we? Like, unless you're actually the person themselves. Yeah, fair enough.
But regardless, yeah, I don't really want to see Paul Pogba back.
No,
on,
I don't.
Respectfully, I think also he's what,
Worse.
30, 34, 35,
Yeah, man, he's
maybe.
he hasn't played in 18 months.
He hasn't played for ages. He had issues. That's why
also,
he's not been
gonna
playing.
bring controversy to the club, which we just don't need.
Yeah, we don't need extra spotlight on Man U.
Yeah, not at all.
Especially as of right now. Yeah, fair enough. Right, so... Oh, yeah, here's a question for you. So, because, we studied theatre. What is your top 5 favourite musicals?
Ooh, good question. Number 1, I'm always stuck between 2.
Go on.
It depends, because I've got like personal reasons for some of them. So say I did a show and it's like I really became fond of it.
Yeah.
So I'd probably give it to Rent, number 1.
Number 1?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd say Miss Saigon.
Yeah?
Is number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I love Miss Saigon.
Wow. Surprised me.
Number 3 is probably more like a song. Like I listen to the soundtrack, for example, of like Last 5 Years. So much. And I feel like with that show, it's one of those shows you can watch over and over and over and over again, and you can always find something new.
Fair.
So I'd probably say Last 5 Years is around the number 3 spot. Number 4, I would go with. I enjoy a happy-go-lucky show as well. Like, I do love Grease.
Yeah.
Like, I actually love it. When Grease Live came out, all I watched.
Yeah, you loved
I watched
it.
for ages. So I'll probably give it to Grease if I can give a specific version to Grease Live.
Yeah.
And then number 5, I don't know. I don't know. What would be 5th? Maybe a show that I've done before, or like something's got a bit more sentimental value. But then also the classics, probably like West Side Story.
Yeah, I was thinking you were gonna say West Side.
Well, yeah, probably West Side. Like I do love like stuff like Les Mis. I love, but I love moments in Les Mis.
That's
It's
fair.
very long as opposed to the whole show.
That's fair.
So with West Side, it's like every single one of those. And don't get me wrong, like, all mentions like Hamilton. Like, I do enjoy those shows as well.
Yeah, of course.
But no, I think
I hear what you're saying though.
I don't know. Yeah,
I hear you,
probably those 5.
King.
Yeah, so we'll go Rent, Miss Saigon, Last 5 Years, Grease,
Yeah.
What's that story?
Nice. I'll probably say for me is, as of right now, this isn't normal, like just as of just at the moment, I really like Parade.
Yeah.
Parade's probably number 1. Really enjoying the Parade music. Just JRB, because I've like Last 5 Years as well. Probably number 2. Rent number 3. Probably Back to the Future number 4,
Oh, yeah, that's a banger.
Back to the Future number 4. The music in that is unreal. Really, really like that at the moment.
Yeah.
This isn't all time for me. This is just right now, because all time it'd take too much time for me to think about. And then number 5. Numero 5. Probably Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, it's a fair shout.
I love Sweeney Todd. I think the music's unreal. I think it's just smart. Do you know what I mean?
That's one of the shows where the opening number gives me I get
Chills.
Yeah, man, I listen to
Yeah, man. I remember because we did it at uni. I remember like listening to it on the soundtrack and being like, I can't wait for this to sound like how it would sound like in the theatre and stuff. And I've got a video of it on my phone where it's just like you can just hear like when they do the call and response bit with Sweeney as well. That bit is freaking gas. That bit at the start and at the end. They do it at the end as well. Yeah, it's sick. I love it.
It was good. Your production bit was really good.
That bit. You know the bit I'm on about.
Banger.
Yeah, Sweeney. Maybe Sweeney's actually 3rd.
Sorry guys, I keep looking down here. It's because I'm watching a live feed of the front door to see if my parcel comes.
And you'll catch me. Finlay left the window open again, so I'm just looking out the window. Wow.
Oh, the curtains. Yeah, he gets very distracted.
I do. So come on then. Let's hit it early. Peak of the week.
Oh, what is my peak of the week?
I told you to remind me mine. I asked you to remind me because I knew I'd forget.
My pick of the week is when... Oh, work related. Someone gives you an order, you read it back to them, then you take it to the table and they say, oh, that's wrong.
Yeah. That happened yesterday, didn't it?
Twice.
But one of them was I took it over and just no one said anything. So I brought it back and Finn was like, no, like, it's for this guy. And he said the exact guy that ordered it. And that guy even said to me, he's like, oh, that might have been for me, but I wanted a Coke. I'm like, what? So you just said lemonade, but you thought, nah, but I want a Coke.
Yeah, that it happened 3 times yesterday. That a guy ordering these like signature cocktails where like they're fancy names, but ours are based in Southern America.
The Flat Rock Rocky Mount.
Yeah.
Nah, see, I think you did mess that up.
Maybe I messed it up
because I said to you, didn't I, as well?
But then on table 2, there's a cocktail called a Collier, and we sell a whiskey called a Kale Ila. It's a Scotch, and I remember speaking to this group, they ordered these drinks, and I read it back going, the Collier cocktail, and I read that one first, because I was like, that's the only one I was a bit unsure. I was like, it's a rare cocktail, like, I don't serve that one much, like, at all. And everyone was like, nodding their heads. I was like, oh, okay, sick. Went away. I came back and I saw them kind of looking at it. It comes in a coupe glass. And I saw her looking at it, and she's a little bit like, ooh, and I was like, you're about to say something to me. So I handed out all the other drinks first, and at the end I was like, oh, the Collier. She goes, oh, no, one of the Kale Ela. I was like, oh. But she called it Coal Ela.
Yeah, I've heard
she
that
read
before.
it's spelled Caol, but she read it as Coal, so Coal is kale, but she read it as Collier Ela, so Collier, Coal Ela. Kind of like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it was me. Maybe
Mate.
me and her both got lost in transit.
I've had that. I've had people sit at the bar and ask me for what do they ask me for? What do we make with rye in a high glass? Sweet, perfect. Yep, that's it. That's for Manhattans. And so I was making their Manhattans, and I made them. They were sat at the bar, and they goes, oh no, yeah. They've watched me make them. They know I'm making their drink because I've just gone to them like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. I'll make that for you now. They're sat at the bar. They're sat around from me and go, oh no, yeah, we want it on ice. After I finished it.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And it's the way I play it as well. It's like normally you can like just get a glass of ice and pour it in, but some people are quite particular about how they like their drinks, and they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
we're
no,
obviously like a high standard, like nice serving like bar.
So normally you just, if it's wrong, you just restart.
You have to. It's just so jarring. That was ages ago.
Yesterday, I think it's because we had a lot going on the last few days, which is why it's kind of that's in my head.
Just lagging out.
Yeah, man.
So that's your peak of the week, yeah?
My peak of the week.
What was mine? Can you remember? I asked you to remind me as well because I knew I'd forget. I even wanted to write it down. I can't remember. Damn, man. What the hell? Fine, well, being ill. That's my peak of the week. Being ill, that's like, but genuinely, because what it is like being, this is it, being genuinely ill, but then people not thinking you're actually ill. So you go into work, they're like, oh, how you feeling? And it's like, what? Like people not just taking it at face value. People always thinking there's more to it. Like our manager loves to always like just be like, there, like if I need a day off or something, it's like, yeah, but is it actually for that? Or if I call in sick, it's like, no, he's off tomorrow though. He's not actually sick. It's like they're always trying to like one up you and try and be smarter than you. It's like, no, maybe I just am ill. I think
it's because there's like a stereotype nowadays with like sickness, not like in our workplace where everyone's very dedicated and it's very like, I think if you are, it's very genuine. Yeah. But I feel like in some workplaces, people are just ill for the sake of being ill. Like they are just ill because they just don't fancy it today.
Well, yeah, they want a day off.
Whereas I feel like our staff is very much like we're very legit. We're very honest.
Boys, I've got bills and rent to pay. You know what I mean? I don't want a day off. I even forced myself in on when I was still feeling really ill because I obviously need to pay because we don't get sick pay, so I need to get that money. But yeah, I think it's a bit crazy that we don't get sick pay. But that's hospitality. Whoa,
it's part of the job.
And song of the week.
Baby boy.
Oh, song of the week. What's your song of the week? I'm gonna try and get mine up.
My song of the week is gonna be this week. It's gonna be.
I've got it.
Mine's "Oh Caroline" by 1975. I might have had that one before, but I found it's because there's a cover of it online, where this guy, I don't know, it's just him in his basement.
It's called JCB by Niz Loppy. That's my song of the week.
So your song of the week's JCB by Niz Loppy.
Shut up.
Nice.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
That's a good.
Phil just cut me playing my song.
I have.
But yeah. So have a little listen if you want, because it goes off, King. Wow.
That's like when was that song released?
That song, I don't know. But we used to listen to it ages ago.
More than the bypassed. Whoa.
Me and my friends having a.
Me and
my dad
stop.
having
We're
a
very
top
accurate.
laugh.
We might get copyright strike.
Yes, sorry. We sound just like
freaking good, baby.
But yeah, that's my song of the week. Whoa. They dropped my phone. Right, and then birthday's coming up.
Yes,
big
sir.
Boy. Guess how old you think I am in the comments? We're gonna be 26. But yeah, so yeah, big
boys,
big day. Still mid 20s. Still, but we're pushing late 20s soon.
I would say when you get to either 24, 25, 26 is mid 20s.
Whoa, what?
This is how my brain works, right?
Okay.
So 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
You are early 20s. I don't really class 20. I say
Okay.
21, 22, 23.
A bit
Really.
weird with it then. Yeah.
Are you early 20s? 24, 25, 26, you're in your mid 20s.
Yeah.
27, 28, 29, you're in your late 20s.
See, for me, it's 21 to 24, early 20s. 25 to 27, mid 20s. 28, 29, late 20s.
I see that.
Because you don't say 24, oh, you're in your mid 20s. You think, oh, you're early 20s still.
Okay, I think in terms of how society looks at it, yours is correct.
Yeah.
But I think actually, like, mathematically.
Well, yeah, obviously then yours is correct if you think mathematically.
No, that's what I mean. But it's
I'm
weird
looking
to
at
think,
it from a society point of view.
I don't think it's weird to think that 24, in my mind, 24, 25, 26 are around that middle section of the 20s.
Yeah, they are, yeah, 100%.
So it's like, why isn't that class as mid 20s?
It's
It's
weird
because
to be
everyone,
20.
do you know what it is? Everyone likes to think they're younger than they are.
Do you know what is also weird? Because obviously, so we have quite a few like friends that are a bit older than us, just naturally, and they're all gonna be like hitting 30 soon. That's
crazy.
weird. That's weird. And like watching like the
Our
side men.
older brother's gonna be 30.
Yeah, and like watching the side men hit 30 as well and stuff like that. Like people you like grew up watching, and like I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird. Like I'm coming into my absolute peak form. For me, 27 is like that peak.
I think it's when you're younger as well. This is the thing. When you're younger, you always want to be older. I mean, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I just wish I was in like my 30s, because it's like no one's gonna question like my age and all this.
Yeah,
stuff.
no one's gonna question what I do.
But then as you get older, you're like, oh mate, like time's slipping away fast. I need to be younger.
Nah, for me though, like I feel like I've been 25 for ages. Like I feel like I'm ready to be 26. I've been 25 for ages, and I keep finding that with years at the moment. Anyway, it's like I've been it for ages now. Like, do you know what I mean? So that for me is kind of where I'm at with it.
It's weird to think our older brother's going to be 30 though.
Yeah, that's crazy. He should not be 30.
Yeah, I agree.
He ain't got the mental capacity to be 30. No, I'm joking. That's so rude. That's so unfair.
Nah, tell him.
Callum, you know. If you ever watch this, you probably don't. You don't watch your brother's podcast. You don't love us.
You hate us, mate.
It's fine. You rubbish it.
You hate us.
Rubbish at rivals.
Callum's just hit, so you put in hours into the Marvel Rivals game, right?
Oh mate.
And you have a little icon at the bottom, and they have all these characters. Obviously, you can play like all these superhero Marvel characters. And there's one called Jeff, which I'm pretty sure was
Just
written.
search him up. Google
Jeff
him.
the Land Shark, and I'm pretty sure
Just
he was
Google
written
him.
for the game. And you have to put about, I'd say minimum 25 hours into one character to make it a lord.
You saying 25?
I think
it is a
25.
grind.
I think it took Callum 27. How long did it take you to get Magneto?
It took me a while, you know.
It's quite cool now, by the way. Magneto is quite cool.
Ain't it?
That's quite hard.
That is quite cool.
I've got Mantis.
Everyone knows who Magneto is.
I've got Mantis as Lord.
Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy.
She kind of go off though. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Well, she's kind of bad. Though.
I'm on my way there with Doctor Strange. Oh, you know what I was talking about the other day?
Go on.
Doctor Strange, so Marvel Cinematic Universe, on our timeline, Doctor Strange is our anchor being. I'm not guessing, I'm telling you. They've said it in a film. I can't remember when, but I'm pretty sure they said it in Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's so shit. Why him?
Because I was like, oh no, surely it'd be Iron Man. Can't be, can it?
Wait, dead, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then that also just means Doctor Strange won't die. Never need to worry about Benedict Cumberbatch, boy.
Hey, that's so he's there thinking my career sorted.
Yeah, oh, this is it now. I'm just going to get money for the rest of my life.
That's mad.
Innit? Do you know what I mean?
Who would you think it would be? It would either be Cap, Thor, or Iron Man.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been Captain America.
I can't lie. I would have thought with Thor, because Thor with the age thing as well. As a god, he could last forever. Whereas Cap and Iron Man would eventually get old and die.
Well, they're both gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So Thor's the only one.
But originally I thought it was Iron Man. If you would have asked me, I would genuinely have
got 4
thought
films. He's getting a 5th.
naturally Iron Man because he was the first one. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
actually,
That's crazy. They chose Doctor Strange.
if you would have said, "Oh, it's someone in the new gen," I probably genuinely would have said Spider-Man.
100%, mate. Spider, and also from like an advertisement point of view, everyone loves Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is like, if you think of like one or two, maybe 3 characters, it's not Iron Man. It's Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
Hulk.
We've had this conversation.
Hulk could be up
already
as well.
I think we've had this conversation.
Yeah. And then Spider-Man and Superman like go above. And
Yeah,
it's
they're
probably
like-
Superman because it's just he's Superman.
The big S, isn't it? It's like a big symbol for hope. But yeah,
Do you
so
want me to cut that?
no, you're right.
But yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah,
on that note,
I'm gonna
it's been a good
go
sesh.
to rugby, and you are gonna go to work. Yeah. Hopefully the podcast will be out tomorrow. Again, apologies for last week. Obviously, I was very ill, so we just couldn't get one.
Oh no, yeah, we'll get it out tomorrow. I'm gonna edit it.
Finley's gonna edit it tonight when he gets back from work. So yeah, thank you very much, gang. Love you and leave you. and we'll see you next week.
Until next time.
See you.